Enjoy the moment. We're only here for 30 minutes.
Come to me. Hi.
Take out your phone, Snapchat it.
Cool, what's good? My name is Wynter, W-Y-N-T-E-R.
And my name's Travis Alabanza, and it's spelled how it sounds.
And we're just gonna do like 20 minutes of poetry for you. So yeah, I'm gonna start. This is a new piece that I've written in response to the bed. I know the details of your ceiling, from the nights that I couldn't sleep. Nights I spent trying to remember how to breathe, your hands in my hands to curb these anxieties. And you always managed to sleep through the sounds of the streets, but not me. Never me. And I spent 38 hours in his bed last weekend as we drifted from not quite lovers into friends and back again. Born to be a burden to the closest of friends. Born to stare at floors when my eyes can't reach yours. Born to hide in chests or hide in beds or anywhere that might be safe to rest. And he's heard this story 1,000 times before. I mean, maybe more. I think I've cried it all over his bedroom floor at the party, you know, or on the phone, or now tucked safely into collarbones, saying nothing because, of course, he just knows. And his script goes, what's wrong? What is it like inside your head? Have you eaten? Have you slept? Come lay, rest, take some deep breaths, and yes, I do think it's going to be a long night, but that's all right. You can't spend every day of your life on this fight, so tonight, live, we can just stay at mine. No, it's fine, anytime. And I hide heads under covers for you to pull them back off and say, come on, face the sun. It's just another day and it's nearly done. It's another battle you've nearly won, and if only you could see how far you've really come, but I just don't see it. And how do you measure your successes when you feel like you're grieving? When your insides are seething and you're these long silences that keep aching and bleeding? When I'm as good as my answers but my tongue stopped working? When my eyes are burning and I'm scared because it's so fucking obvious anytime I am hurting? And last time, I left blood on those sheets. And that is just so fucking me, to leave a mark or to never leave. And you can pinpoint my tragedies and the moments in which I'm weak by the mess that I leave anywhere I've been brave enough to sleep. But through closed eyes, I will try to match your breathing to mine. And I am concerned to find that you are sharing this pain. You are carrying my weight. How was your weekend, mate? Spent with me as I try not to hyperventilate. But we will meet people in our life that don't let us apologize. So we say thank you, you know? Thank you for these nights. Cheers.
I'm on all fours like a dog and I kneel. And I'm waiting for my master's command, so I warm up. A-E-I-O. To ensure the receiver is 100% satisfied, but don't worry if he's not, he's got 30 days to bring me back. No warning sign, no vocalizing, I'm grieving not a hand, but his stick. No ease, no please, just force coming in, big, wide, thick. This is my moment to shine, my time in the limelight, my big leading role. So I remember what the director told me and take the mic by both hands and I stay in control. Whilst he's at ease, I tease and appease and desperately please as I wait to hear that moan. Oh, the moan. That all-important, warm, fuzzy, reassuring light at the end of the tunnel moan. That moan of acceptance, eluded gratitude, the holy moan at the peak of his mountain. It doesn't come, nor does he. So I panic, I freak, I fear that I must be weak. This is my test run, it's try before he buys, so where's his fucking moan? So I continue, and I twist and I turn and I lick and I gurn for any sign of approval. But 10, 20, 30 sucks past and he's still yet to blast, so I pluck up my guts and pull back from his nuts and I say, excuse me. Yeah? Am I doing this? Oh, shh. Cut short. My master's hand plunges me back down to my day job, to my blow job. I stepped out of line, forgot I had no spine. My job is to ensure that this man smiles. Who gives a fuck if I've been here a while? Who gives a fuck about my right? As long as I'm giving this blow job right, he can push it, he can shove it, and he can launch that ugly thing in my face, and in the name of love, he can slap it on my cheek. But if I protest, show voice, put a person to this machine, then I am weak. A bad lover, a bad giver, for when I quiver, I show my mouth has feelings that he is dealing with a human, rather than a leaf sucker, a blow machine, a car wash cleaner, or a vacuum. You know, whatever happened to mutual respect? I see nothing mutual about being down on the floor as he stands up tall, his dick is labored pace aggressively in front of my face. And you know, these thoughts were putting me off track, and I could tell that his patience was starting to lack, so with one last encore I use all the tricks I have left, and I beg in my head that he'll start to get wet. So I twist and I swivel and I lick and I blow, and I twist and I swivel and I lick and I blow, and I twist and I swivel and I lick and I blow, and I twist and I swivel and I lick and I blow, and oh my God, Lord Jesus, Virgin Mary, Mother above, he eventually lets go on my face without invitation. No victory for this party. His white desire juice down my cheek. He smugly smiles as my insides weep. No offering to clean up his mess. I wipe. He zips up. And then he fucks off back to bed. And you know what I said? That's the last time I'm gonna give that wank a head. Thank you.
I'm going to do this next one. It's online, so you can watch it later and show all of your friends. This is called Body Apologies. Just going to move this. I've been trying to write an apology to my body. Because in light of past activities, I'm worried it might be trying to break up with me, my body. As though somehow separate from my tongue carries the scars and the weights of the mistakes I've done. It used to be a weapon, I think. But I feel like now my blades are blunt, like how carrying a knife just left me more inclined to use one. I guess I'm feeling just a little bit, used up. See, we learned together the realities of an invasion. This body entered forcefully through aggressions or persuasions, turned my body, this body, into just a hard copy. My first step to an alienation, because my mum was quick enough to get me out of the situation and my body wasn't strong enough to escape in this occasion, and in this moment in time, this body was no longer mine. As my mind had tried to keep me from feeling movements, keeping time, hearing noises, your voice or something that trickles down my spine, this body entered forcefully into rigidities, physically the only way one could decline, and a week later, yeah, I counted bruises all down the insides of my thighs, and then the fingerprints on my arms and on my throat so defined, perfectly blue. Someone had joked they matched the colour in my eyes. But that was my body, right? That was my body being sly. That was my body determined to give me away. Determined to make me say, help me, man, I'm fucking falling away. Help me, this body now only understands pain. Well, dear body, I'm sorry. Because it hates me. It hates me for the ways in which I put on these skirts and let you fuck me so hard it did hurt. It hates me for the ways in which I ignored its concerns. I just shut it up. I fed it drugs and it get fucked in return. And it hates me for the ways in which I'd forced it to bleed. But the ways in which we kept bleeding involuntarily. Because it hated being woman, it hated femininities, it hated being kept in the dark when I was never allowed to breathe. It hated tingling at the sights of my girlfriend, boyfriend, and that drop in my stomach, man, when we would break up once again, because I can't seem to live up to the things this body should be offering. Because it hated being physical, and you know what, man, part of me is so scared that it always will. Because this feeling, it manifests itself in stomach aches or periods late or cuts that just appear in a mysterious place and headaches from keeping a permanent straight face. Well, dear body, I'm sorry. I'm sorry we can't date them people who are soft and gentle, but they drive me fucking mental, because I gotta seek out them figures I know will be detrimental. Or I'll say, how dare you put your hands on me so delicately? This body is a graveyard and you will treat it like one. You will acknowledge the things that I say my body has become. It must be strong and it will take whatever you're bringing, son. And that's when my body said, live, baby. We're just not having any fun. So I've been trying to put into practice the things that I preach, because I want to stop feeling so disconnected from me, from my body. We are not separate from my tongue, we just contain fire and loud noises and the feeling, the one when I'm looking in the mirror without my glasses on, because I want to blur my edges, man, because this body is bigger than me, and you know what, it keeps on continuing to be, because this body refuses to be a corpse. It betrays my mental state. It moves in ways that leave me in internal debates. It doesn't do any of the fucking things I say, and you know why? Man, because this body is badass and this body is an anarchist, and I rebel against the violences that were once put in it. I'm used to fists, yeah, but you know what? I think I'm ready to try fingertips, because this body feels pleasure even when I tell it not to, and it leaves me pleasantly confused in the presence of you. I got goosebumps, man, giggles, the reassuring smell of booze. I think it wants to be more than just its residue, and you know what? Yeah, I ain't never really lay it before, because for a long time, me and this body, we've been at war, but maybe not anymore. Like tonight. Tonight I'm gonna go see that boy I like. He said we're meeting at 9 when I've been ready since 5, and if I'm honest with you, yeah, I drank a bottle of wine. But you wanna know why? Because it's real fucking nice, because for the first time in my life, in my stomach, butterflies. Because my body is done dealing with my state of mind. This body is excited to become a cliche, and it whispers in my ear, oh, it's been years, babe, and you know what? It ain't been easy. But we can take these small steps to a new state of unity. One less obsessed with your purity and your beauty. Thank you.
About the bed. Take off your makeup. Quit being a fool. You'll get more boys if you play by the rules. Take off that makeup. Quit being a fool. You'll get more boys if you play by the rules. Take off that makeup. Quit being a dick. I'll still wanna fuck you. Just wipe that lipstick. Take off your makeup. What you trying to prove? Breaking gender binaries is a lonely move. He said, as he left my bed, disappointed that there was no dress down to this dress up, that these black nails couldn't just scratch off, that he could not blow his load of masculine expectations to free his mind, to find if he'd still be a man after crossing these lines. And he said, as he left my bed, that Travis, if I close my eyes, then I'll let you give me head. And just for once, can you take off that dress? I bought you jeans, trackies, and a jumper instead. And he said, as he left my bed, that I don't play this way. I like it straight and narrow and always in the lines. And he begged if there was any way my body could confine to his socialized preferences. He didn't mind the more subtle references, but none of this bold rimmel shit. And when he left my bed, he said, take off that makeup. Quit being a fool. Breaking gender binaries is a lonely move. Take off that makeup. Stop being a dick. I'll still wanna fuck you. Just wipe that lipstick. And as he left and closed the door, I sat with clean sheets and my body still sore, and wondered if he thought that my bones would fall at the thought of him, thinking that I don't want him no more, because he said, as he left my bed, that I'd be much hotter without all of this excess, that if he could just wipe it off without leaving a stain, as if as soon as it goes he'd want to fuck me again. And he thought, as he exited my mind, that this was just his fancy, not his fault but mine, because boys like boys and nothing in between. So take off that face, Travis, and put on a mask for me, because under patriarchy, your femininity doesn't make sense. Why would you run from something you got so good? You say it's in your bones, but I think you're misunderstood. Because if you would just wipe here, then scrub there, maybe put on some trackies and shave your hair, then Travis, we'd be going somewhere. But instead, you leave it all on, and as I leave my bed, I think I already know what I just said. Take off that makeup. What you trying to prove? Breaking gender binaries is a lonely move. Take off that makeup. Quit being a dick. I'll still wanna fuck you. Just wipe that lipstick. And I thought, as I stay in my bed, that this body may align to nothing but a fetish, that these knees disown fishnets so that they can cling to the floor. And with this jest comes chastity and a lonely score, because this body is not protected on the streets, nor wanted on the sheets, alone in the fight, and nothing to come after, and only empty bottles lay around this bed, because lipstick is lonely if there's no one there to smudge it. And I thought, as I stay in my bed, that fuck, it don't matter if I stay here alone. As long as I learn to build my body up as home, to start a radical reclamation, to create a flowing manifestation of blood that pours right over his graves and straight through to my soul. No masking of masks, just femming for myself. No need for the eye of this guy when my makeup smudge don't wipe. I just fucking reapply.
Hurry up, choice is yours, don't be late. Your lips are my bliss in this nirvana state. Yo, you got me listening to tunes I hate. And yeah, I do know I'm always late, but come on, I think I'm worth the wait. Well, you know, I've been trying to be, but you never just want to rest and take me for me, so instead you get egos and performativities. But don't believe my hype, man. Lord knows I don't. Have you got a cigarette? Do you mind if I smoke?
Take my last cigarette before you leave. And when I ask for a filter, you say you have none. You said I'm worth more than a Netflix and chill, that you could take me to higher planes, that you could fill my blanks.
He said, just take it off. Come on, let me look at you, what you saying, boo, take your time. There's no rush, we can go slow. See, I would always wait for you, you know?
Travis, I want to take you to art galleries. Let's wank off to modern art together, then take the overground to some Shoreditch club as I watch you gyrate your hips awkwardly to post-indie house trap bars, and then let's take a line off my debit card, and then take the central line back to your yard, and that's when he started playing the guitar.
Fuck off, man. Fuck off, man. Take your fucking dead tunes. You know, I used to listen to rap when I met you, and now I'm writing bars to Alanis Morissette tunes, and overanalyzing what the fuck I'm trying to text you and trying not to step to who you're next to. But know this, you'll never do better. You peak too soon, and that's peak for you. You best delete my nudes, and I know you don't like it when I speak the truth, but boy, it really got me in this beefing mood.
Travis, this ain't no Netflix and chill, cause I'm more of an independent arts house, and as you take your time to find the right way to leave, pretend your flatmate has to be let in or your cat is poorly, I'll use our date as an experience to write my final year artistic process book titled on a black border with a white page in front labelled wow. What I took from dating a real-life black trans kid.
Sorry I didn't text you back. Yeah, I just get like that. I turned my phone off and I took the battery out, and then actually I left the battery at my mate's house, and I went into hiding in the cracks of the dirty south. I couldn't pay my rent, applying wages to my mouth, and I'm sorry, but I'm kind of taking a break right now.
And I'll take a sigh. Pretend you aren't the first guy to be fascinated in the way my skin carries my eyes, or the lipstick holds the fullness of my mouth, turned on by the way I pronounce my I.
Sorry. No, I don't want to take off this hoodie, sir, and if I'm honest, yeah, I've actually just been pretending to be a rapper. My entourage, but really not that hard. And listen, I just don't want to take this hoodie off, because the skinhead underneath is a little bit rude boy today, but my hips keep busting out my jeans, and I can't hide these curves because I'm spilling at my seams, and I'm too big, too raw, and too fleshy.
I'll take a break from the game. But we both know it'd be a lie if I said I wouldn't be back again, as I pour out my words gone tired, trying to explain all the problematic things you do, rub my eyes drained, thinking this is just boys being boys, lay exhausted, taking off my heeled shoe.
You know what, I can't come, man, I'm working, dude. I've been stealing my lunch every day from M&S. And the security guard thinks he knows me now, and it's cool and it's blessed, but just take a minute in it to look at this life. I work every fucking day, and I cannot manage to get by. And I need to take some time off work. I want to take some time for me. I've been worried about my health, man. You know, my sanity. I don't think I'm coping, man. Everything is a bit too much, and I can't see my reflection, and I've lost my ability now to move with discretion, and I'm just feeling so noticeable today.
Take my mother's maiden name. Don't ask about the child support.
Take the money and run.
Take the bones buried in these sheets. Don't care that wash day is Tuesday.
Take off your makeup, because your lipstick's smeared and you fucked up your eyeliner with your boy wolf tears. So stop being like this, Liv. It's fucking pathetic, and I'm a man, that's what I am, and you don't get to question it.
I want you to take my honesty and fill it with something fake. Squeeze in past lovers and remember why the bed's still stained.
Take your fucking hands off, because you picked the wrong bitch, and I can be strong as shit, and you think you're the first kid to come at me with raised fists? Well, try me. Fight me.
I want you to take me to deeper moans, grunts and grabs. Take me somewhere, push me down and force your hand on my throat.
Take your hands off my throat. No, because you didn't ask. And I got a history, man, and a past, and you know you didn't ask. So take your shit and leave, and look at what you made me.
Watch me take my time with this. Give this more thought and take away something more than the cum stains left before. There ain't no second chance, just one time to feel release.
Take your fucking hands away from me. Cause you can't be trusted with them. And you leave me spitting in these busted rhythms with these unjust schisms. So take your hands, cause they belong to you. And same hands will give me pleasure, make me wish wrong on you. And in the background, always that Florence album, a kiss with a fist is better than none. Okay, fine, if that's the way, then let's lay in the eye of the fucking tornado that we've made. Take your tongue, lay it, relay an excuse, press lips upon a bruise inflicted from truth. You are violence, you are fury, you are stronger than me truly. And I'll be back against the wall when I'm 2 feet tall. I am fear.
Pan. Pause. Take a moment. Are we doing this right? Or are we both taking too much from what we learn at school? Give to take to give, take some of his give and then take some more.
Take the train. Destination unknown. People think it's so romantic not to know where to go, but is it still romantic if you are just not going home? Put it in a poem, that'll fucking show him, but we all know it won't though.
Take my last name. Take my freedom. Take the clothes from my floor and then take the wine from my drawer.
Take control of this story. Do you think that you have the energy to keep telling the bits that are gory? Do you want to speak in blood and in spit and in venom and then be untouchable forever to every boy that's in your bedroom?
Take every bit of my skin that you can still grab, then go to the back of my thigh and latch onto my fab and then take some good love and turn it into something bad.
Is my skin burned to touch? Have you decided if this is love? Is this ever going to be enough? Are we taking too much? Did I burn you out?
Take my body. Take my body and throw it into a sidewalk of jeers. Then Snapchat me to your fucking peers. Take me to a silent tube of transphobic dudes who watch me in ways just like you do.
Listen, Liv, you just gotta take a holiday. Trust me, a few nights in Spain will make it all go away. We can dance up on the bar and forget where we are. And you know, makeup will surely cover. Come on, let's get in the car. Let's just go to the sea. Just cover up. We gotta leave.
Take me to consume. Because what else is this body supposed to do?
Liv, you know, you can't turn up to work like this. You got marks on your neck, you got cuts on your legs. Come on, girl, you gotta get some self-respect.
Take me to consume. Because what else is this body supposed to do? Thank you.
Cheers.
We've been trying to celebrate.